Hi guys, welcome to my channel Lazy Peasy Gamer. I hope you guys are having a good time today, and if not, this video of me in which I'm playing Garena Free Fire will help you divert your mind. Okay, so let's go. Today I'm going to tell you everything about the most preferred Free Fire best pro sensitivity settings. Yes, that's correct. You heard me right. I will be talking about only the best sensitivity settings after the update that only the pro player uses in order to have a guaranteed win in this game. Well, there will be other videos too in the future on this channel that will tell you about the tips and tricks that you can pull off in the game to get ahead of other players, but settings too play a very big actually, a very big role. Because maybe there could be a chance that your game is already good, but the only problem is that the game settings are kind of pulling down your performance during that game session. Yes, so let's start with it. But first, I want you all to launch your game and come at the main, like I am right now. Yes, because this is where it's easy to tell you everything about the settings. Cool. So now, yeah, I want you to look at the top right corner of your screen and locate that gear icon. Yes, that gear icon is where your settings are. So click on it. Now you're on your game settings page. You'll be able to see the different kind of settings tab on your left, like the basic sensitivity controls, auto pickup, sound, and others, right? Now, each of those settings tab controls different parts of the game. You'll see soon what I'm saying right now. Now let's go to the first settings tab, which is the basic settings. Now, let's go to the first settings tab, which is the basic settings. No matter what your PC specifications are, the settings I'm going to tell you can actually make a difference. Okay, so stay tuned. Now, set your graphic settings to Ultra. Ultra is important. It helps you to clearly see the far off players on the map without any tear or loss in the game graphics. This is one of the reasons most players can actually snipe from a far off distance very easily. Now come down and you see that brightness option, set it to classic. What it does is it's less hurting to the eye, especially during your long game sessions. Set your FPS at the high because you obviously don't want to miss any frame. Shadows doesn't make much of a difference to your gameplay, so it's up to you. You can turn them off or you can turn them on. Language, you know what to choose. Now come to the minimap setting. Now go with the rotating option, as it's clearly visible in this display that when you move around in the game, your map rotates with you, which is actually what you need. So you don't get confused up with the in-game north-south directions, or you don't get lost when you're moving around and looting items with your friends. Okay, now let's move on to the next part, which is the second settings tab, sensitivity settings. Yes, this setting is something which actually differs from players to players depending on their mouse settings. I want you to first click on that reset button on the bottom of this page. Now what it will do is this will reset all the values that you have either used or changed before. Okay, it will bring all the values back to their default position. Yes. Now you don't have to mess around with all the values in here. Just look at the top option, which is the general value, which is the general setting. Okay, now you have to change the general value, which is the top option, and play around with it. Now I would recommend keeping it at 40 and set your mouse DPI around 800 on your computer. This will work fine. Now whatever your sensitivity settings works best for you, just let me know in the comments below. Cool? Now let's move on to the third part of this Garena Free Fire settings video, which is controls. Yes. So at first we have the aim precision. If it is at default, then you'll be getting aim assistance during both your off-scope and on-scope gameplay. Okay? To turn off this aim assistance option, just select the full control option, which will remove the aim assist feature. Now what will happen is you'll have to manually aim and lock the target before you shoot them down. You will not be getting any aim assistance from now on. Turn on all the necessary features that actually help you in your gameplay, like that quick weapon switch, quick reload, and auto parachute. Turn them on. Now set the AWM sniping to the normal mode. This will let you put your scope using the right click button and then shoot your target. Set the visual effects to classic, in-game tips to default, and that's it. Yeah, that is pretty much it in this section. Let's move on to the next section. There isn't much in this section actually. Just set all the values to on from off, except the camouflage option, because you don't want to carry around those bushes every time you find one while looting, right? And the rest, yes, set them on. Weapons, armor and backpacks, medkits, ammo, attachments, grenades, and event items. Your player will keep picking them up automatically, depending on the level of backpack you're carrying with you. So yeah, that's it. That is it, guys. That is what I was talking about before the start of this video. These settings will actually help you out in your in-game performance. There are other things too, like I said earlier, like the tips and tricks, but then that is for another video for another day. Now, I want you all to do this first and use my video to make changes to your Garena Free Fire settings. Because if that's how the professional players do it, then why not you? You see, it's always the advice that bridges the gap between two things. I think I've said a lot. So yeah, if you like this video, then please, 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 my dear friends, just give this video a thumbs up by clicking the like button. I'd really appreciate it, and I'll feel motivated to create my next video for you guys. And obviously don't forget to share and subscribe to my channel. Thanks. See ya. Have a great day, you all. Peace.